Hello everybody, my name is Nizin Lopez. I'm 38 years old. I am a Cuban American artist. I live in Miami, Florida, and I have been a targeted individual since early 2011 until pretty much now. I have been monitored from way before that, but basically gang stalking came into my life pretty much in 2011, and I have been destroyed emotionally and psychologically. There's no repair after what I have undergone. There's no fixing, no remedy. What you see here today is the shadow of what I used to be. I want to talk about the secret technology that the United States government has, a technology that most people are not aware of. And I mean, the reality is that 95% of the population would not even believe that such thing exists. Very, very smart. As I said before, I became a TI pretty much in 2011 when they started gang stalking me because of some stuff that I did in a university, a politically incorrect presentation, and some of my articles and my views and a bunch of stuff put together. I guess my artistic capabilities, I've been reading for a long time and all that stuff. Somehow I became an interesting figure for them, some sort of a government experimenting. So after being gang stalked, meaning unjustly harassed by law enforcement since early 2011, I came to realize, and I mean I am absolutely convinced, that they have used very sophisticated technology on me, in my personal case. There is no question in my mind at all that the United States government does possess what I call brainwave technology. You could call this whatever you want to call it. You could call it mind reading technology, etc. Basically, the government can read your thoughts. They can decode your thoughts. I don't know if you saw the movie Prometheus, in which David, the android, can see what the woman is dreaming in images. Her dreams translated into images. That is, of course, a movie, and to most people that's just a movie. But the fact of the matter is that the government today has the technology to see what the fuck you're thinking. Alright? I believe, I have no evidence to back this up, of course, and of course I will never be allowed to have evidence. Nobody will be allowed to have evidence to prove this. But based on my personal experience and things that I would not even bother to explain because nobody would believe me, they do have the capability to read your thoughts, to decode your thoughts. I believe that they can see the images that are going through your mind, phrases, etc., what you're thinking. They can see that on a screen. I know that sounds extremely incredible, like science fiction, but that is where we are at today. This pretty much means that you have no privacy. All this sense of privacy, all this idea that you thought that your life was private, it is not. Your thoughts are not even private. And that, of course, has many implications, It makes you wonder about life in general, I mean, think about it. When your thoughts are not even private, it means that if I'm jerking off to Barbara Bermudo, Cristina Aguilera, or Sofia Vergara, I'm in my apartment and I'm doing that, basically the government knows what I'm doing. Incredible. Your thoughts are not even private anymore. So that has been part of my gang stalking experience. That means that they don't need to have cameras in my apartment to see what I'm doing. They don't need anything like that. You know, people watching me to see what I'm doing. You know, that means that if it's 10 in the morning, for example, I'm in my apartment and I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna walk to Walmart real quick to buy some bread and to buy some meat and stuff. They already know where I'm going because of my thoughts. So basically, they could have a ready scenario for, you know, like a bunch of people to harass me in the street. Ready. They could have that ready because they already know where I'm going. Very impressive. It's really impressive and sad to know that this is happening. I have realized also that they have the technology to insert thoughts, images, and phrases into your mind, especially when you're asleep, like at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, you know, that you're in an altered state. They have the capability to insert these thoughts, images, and words and phrases to make you believe that these are your own thoughts and images and phrases and words and ideas or whatever. You know, it's basically they're ravaging your mind if you really think about it. You know, they're making you believe things are not. You know. And I think that's very fucking twisted, you know, very sick, really. I don't even know what to. It's just when you realize that this is happening, you know, when you really become convinced that this is being done to you by your government, you know. I mean, I'm a guy, you know, I'm 38 years old. I think throughout my life, I've been a pretty decent guy. I have no criminal record at all. I really don't see why I deserve to be targeted in such a way and to have my life pretty much blasted, destroyed, and, you know, why I have to be crushed to the ground like a fucking maggot, you know. And I don't see why I deserve such, you know, I don't even have a word to define it, really. I understand why I have been targeted, and basically law enforcement, you know, and it doesn't matter if you call it the government, FBI, police, whatever you want to call it, military personnel. I really don't see why I deserve to be destroyed in such a way. You know, I understand that this technology should exist. You know what I mean? I mean, if I would be, for example, a wannabe suicide bomber, or you know, some sick fuck like fucking, what is it called, Ted Bundy, or some corporate thief, you know, that is very smart or something like that. I mean, but I'm basically an artist that was born in Cuba, came to the United States in a boat. I listen to heavy metal. I like to read books. I mean, my life is not very complicated, really. I mean, I don't think that I'm special. I don't see why. And I don't think, I mean, some people could consider me, and I don't mean to be arrogant in any way. I guess because of my artistic talent, I happen to be a painter, you know. I think some of my paintings are really, really successful in my own eyes. I understand that some people could consider me a genius. Some, not many, and definitely not all. But I don't see why I should be targeted. You know, why the government should be so concerned of me, you know, that, oh, what's Nizin thinking today, you know? I mean, I'm not related to Dick Cheney or Obama or anybody like that. You know, I don't understand why they would consider me so special that they have to be like monitoring me like every second of my life. You know, like, oh, what's he, you know, what's Nizin doing today? What's he thinking today? You know. And I feel extremely disappointed, you know. I came to the United States from Cuba in a boat. I didn't come in a fucking plane, you know, eating sandwiches and drinking Coca-Cola, you know. I came in a boat. I almost died on the way. You know, I came here looking for freedom of speech and, you know, like to express myself, you know, my artistic personality and this and that. I didn't come to the United States to masticate food from Winn-Dixie or Publix. I really came here looking for freedom of speech, you know. And after 38 years, you know, and to see that this has happened to me and that I have been targeted for destruction, I just feel extremely disappointed, you know, that somebody could be so, I don't want to use the word evil, because you know, but somebody could be so I mean selfish to just destroy a life like that, you know. If I would be a criminal, if I would be, you know, some kind of a sick guy, some kind of a, you know, I don't even know what to call it, some evil guy or whatever, yeah, I understand. But I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed and sad to see that a government could have the nerve, you know, to just destroy a life because of some political presentation or some speech in a college or some writings or some whatever. I mean, I don't even think that's such a big deal. And wow. It's just so sad, you know. It's really sad. But that is the reality. That is where we're at today. Today, in 2014, I can definitely tell you that the United States government has the technology to decode and read your thoughts if they want to. They don't even need to put a chip in you, you know. They could just somehow connect your mind to a computer screen. They do have that technology, and they have the technology to insert thoughts into your psyche, images and words, to make you believe that those are your own thoughts. I mean, that's very, very out there. And I'll go as far as saying this. I'm not saying that this is my personal experience. I'm not saying that this has happened to me. But I also believe that they have found a way to, for example, interact with your psyche. And let's say, they can. I believe they can do this today. They can make you get up, for example, from your bed at 3 in the morning and tell you, like, pretty much insert commands into your mind and tell you, okay, go to the bathroom now, spill water on the floor and go back to sleep. Then the next morning when you wake up and you go to your bathroom, you know, and you see your bathroom full of water, you'll be like, oh wow, somebody came into my house last night. Somebody broke into my house last night. No, nobody broke into your house last night. It's a mind control technique. You did it yourself, but you were in an altered state and you didn't even fucking know it. So you think somebody came into your house, but nobody did it. You did it yourself through, you know, basically through a remote control. You know, let's say, you know, they could make you get up from your bed at 4 in the morning, open the door, close it, and leave it unlocked. Then the next day when you wake up, you say, oh wow, my door was unlocked. I remember I locked it. You know, somebody came into my house last night. No, nobody came into your house. They have the technology to manipulate your mind to that extent, believe it or not. I believe this. I don't have evidence. Of course I'm not gonna have evidence. Do you think that they would allow anyone to have evidence of this? Of course not. And nobody who works for the government, whether it's called FBI, Homeland Security, whatever it's called, doesn't really matter. It's all one big happy family. They will never speak about this openly, because if they do, they'll be fired or they'll be unjustly harassed as well, meaning gang stalked. So, that's where we're at today, ladies and gentlemen. We're living in the... That's like Phil Collins once said, this is the world we live in. And well, that's pretty much my presentation as of right now. I just wanted to touch that aspect of, what's going in the gang stalking world. But I really don't see why I am so special to them that they need to be gang stalking me day and night and playing all these funny games and all these tricks. I guess I'm not meant to understand everything. So, well, I want to thank you for your time. My name is Nizin Lopez, Nizin Lopez, Lopez. You can go to my WordPress, nizinlopezwordpress.com. I have a bunch of different articles there. You can check them out. Maybe you'll find them interesting. Maybe you just think I'm insane. And by the way, I want to clarify, because I'm a very honest and sincere guy, I am a highly traumatized individual. I don't deny that, and I have never denied that, and I never will. There's no reason for that. So if something is true, I admit to it. But if something is not true, there's nothing to, to say yes to. So, like I said, I am an artist. I am who I am. I am an artist. It is true that I have a dark personality. I don't deny that either. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad person or that I am in any way a threat to society. Like I said, I have no interest, in doing something that somehow would be, a threat to someone. I don't see how I could be a threat to someone. Obviously the police, the Miami police, believes I am some kind of Hannibal Lecter kind of guy, or some wannabe freak or suicide bomber or some shit. For some reason they choose to believe that, or whatever. But I just wanted to share my thoughts, and I want to thank you for your time. Have a nice day.